What do we do today? We are working on this very old and kinda fucked DBOYS AK. But this looks fine actually. I think this thing, yeah, it's seen better days. Especially the magazine. And this thing here, yeah, well, okay, I will not be able to fix that. But, yeah, the grip could be a little bit better. The MOSFET looks terrible. There are some, yeah, let's say this thing has some issues, but it's definitely old as fuck. So, whatever. It took me a while to realize that the gearbox shell is broken. Completely fucking destroyed. No clue why. Maybe someone tuned a little bit too much. And this Real Sword motor, oh boy. Yeah, Real Sword made amazing AKs. They were fucking epic. Unbelievable beautiful. Oh boy, this thing is... Come on. Yeah, whatever, Real Sword AKs. Fucking epic, but the internals were fucking shitty, and the motors are, yeah, let's say I could just get me a bunch of stickers and sell a lot of very pricey motors, which are just the actual standard crap. Okay, so the motor needs to be exchanged, the gearbox shell needs to be exchanged, possibly the hop unit, cause this is what the customer said. This thing's quite shitty, tends to... The fuck? I think there is no screw. Okay, I may add one. It may fix a bit of wobbling. Oh, okay, this block, yeah, there is a spring in it, and the front part of the gearbox just decided to, yeah, give it a little push. God damn it, this thing is like, yeah, someone just decided to, oh boy, this looks funny. Okay, so, yeah, in fact, the, I don't know if you were able to spot this on camera, but the upper receiver, or the front end, which is secured by the pin I just removed, and the screw, which doesn't exist, was glued in place. So there's something else on there, like super glue, Loctite, whatever, so I can do this all day long and it won't help. So I'm gonna try to get out the gearbox pieces. Yeah, no movement at all. And if I got them out, I can remove the furniture, and if the furniture is removed, I can heat the body to molten the glue, and then I can use my hammer again. So this is the plan to this point. But first I need to remove the gearbox. Oh boy. The spring is quite... yeah. That's an interesting spring in there. I wonder why the gearbox shell broke. Not because of the spring, of course. The spring is definitely not the problem. It's poor quality of DBOYS. Okay, the old DBOYS AKs. Yeah, not the best, but a version 3 gearbox normal spring should absolutely work perfect forever. But this, yeah, that's something else. Okay, I just gonna try to get the body apart. And this means, let me just try to show you. Okay, here you can't see shit. There is definitely glue in there. I'm not sure if it has any color. My flashlight is a little bit too bright. Oh great, there's no hop clip, so this means the barrel is loose. And the barrel looks like... Mad Bull or JB Unicorn. And the winner is... Unicorn. Come on, Cam. Yeah. Ah, works. Okay, so, yeah, if the barrel is okay, this thing will shoot amazing. A co-worker is now heating up the body in the background. And I will just remove all the screws. While I explain to my co-worker why the fuck I have to disassemble this body, I remove all the screws. After this is done, of course... Okay, the heat gun in the background is amazingly loud. Whatever, after this is done, of course, the gearbox comes completely loose. So, I'm quite interested what the fuck is inside there. Okay, first of all, spring tension. So, yeah. So this is a quite hefty spring. This is actually an okayish piston. Okay piston, but the spring is crazy. So, but these parts I will just try to reassemble. I just gonna go scavenge whatever's good. The cylinder, yeah, I'm not sure about this. Tappet plate, yeah, fine, why not? This cylinder head just is kind of a silent one, and yeah, it fits perfectly, cause this terrible spring just hammered it down. But yeah, if we take a closer look, we can see there are parts of this rubber just hammered down from the piston head. So I think I'm gonna exchange this cylinder head to an SHS one with a normal pad on it. So these gears, I'm not a fan of helical gears. These are okay and I think they will work, but this is some torquey stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna change them. Cause They are just a pain in the ass to shim. And I need to shim anyway, because I need a new gearbox shell. I'm gonna keep the trigger, of course. Okay. So there will not be a lot of stuff left. This is soldered in place. Yep. Just gonna cut it. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll just show you a bunch of tuning parts I'm gonna use. SHS Super Shooter Hop, Spectre Arm Spring Guide, and an Orion gearbox shell, also Spectre Arms. Perron Hybrid ETU unit for version 3 gearboxes. Amazing thing, I like it. And Big Dragon Golden Series 13:1 CNC speed gears. And of course, yeah, I'm gonna change the cylinder. What next? Yeah, I probably need another motor. Fuck off. I need to change like everything. Yeah, so the Orion shell is an 8mm shell, which features a quick change system, and it's amazingly cheap. This thing's about 20 bucks. You need a spring guide for that. The bearings come with it. I need another motor. As I said, I go for an SHS high torque vented motor. These are nice. I just don't want to give this thing a super extreme killer tuning with warhead and super speedy monster gears, so yeah, I'm gonna go with a normal gearbox shell and a good but not extreme motor and good but not extreme gears and a lot of shims probably. Yeah, so I guess I made a lot of videos where I do shimming. Lots and lots of shimming. First thing you're gonna do is to shim your bevel gear, and it needs to go a while. Oh wait, I said bevel gear. No, this is a spool gear. The first one is a spool gear. It needs to move a while after you kick it a bit. And this is the first rule. As low as possible, but it has to move freely. Yeah, and that's it. You put the other ones up there. Don't shim them too high, give them as much place on the gear or on the tooth itself. It needs as much contact area as possible, but it definitely doesn't need contact area on the flat surfaces. So yeah, quite easy. Shimming takes a while. Anyway, I realized halfway through there was no anti-reversal edge. What the fuck? I guess this thing was barely compressing the spring, and for this reason it definitely stopped after doing that. on the perfect position, so an anti-reversal ledge wasn't needed at all. Anyway, I added one. Fairly crazy build, but yeah, with torquey helical gears plus torquey motor, yeah, kind of worked, I guess. It's a pretty old gun, so definitely worked. Anyway, advertisement. This is a Perrin Hybrid version 3. It's fucking amazing. It's extremely easy drop-in, their infrared sensors, which gives you the possibility to put a lot of grease on your gears and don't have to worry about it. There is a magnet sensor for the trigger and an adaptive trigger, and the semi-only variant which I'm using is perfect for DMR builds, cause this little fucker doesn't need a selector plate. Oh yeah, it's for Germany, where you can only shoot semi-auto. Anyway, freaking amazing, works like a Titan, but better, and is cheaper and easier, and there is no app and no USB dongle and no bullshit. Okay, next up, I'm gonna try out if the trigger is fitting into the gearbox shell, cause this gearbox shell is not where the trigger originally fit in, and as we know, these are China manufacturers, and possibly... Oh no, we're good. We're good. This will fit. Okay. Good. Next up, you may have realized this is a puzzle. So I'm puzzling around and hope everything will fit together at the end. Because I am changing every vital part here. And this is crazy, if you think about it, because this is Chinese tolerance stuff. And it's absolutely possible that we're just gonna get a medium to low air seal, bad compression, cause we have maybe the nozzle too short. Maybe the nozzle not aligned with the hop chamber. All these things can go wrong. You can't just buy a bunch of parts and hope for the best, or yeah, you need to hope for the best, but you can't expect this to just work out fine. So if you're going to tune up or repair an old gun, make sure you have a lot of time, a decent stack of different tuning parts. Don't just go there and buy every part once and hope everything's fitting together. Don't just don't do this project if you're not kind of experienced and have a decent stock of different parts. Just don't. And be aware,
weißt du noch, ob in die
there will be
SHS-Kammern
problems on the way.
lange oder
We'll
kurze Nozzle
later.
reinkamen? Ja, ne?
So, while I was talking about all this, I just greased the gears. Not everywhere, cause there will be a shitload of movement and the grease will get everywhere. And I realized I need a new nozzle, cause the old one, yeah, let's say the air seal was poor. Do not forget to grease up your nozzle. If you're not greasing these O-rings with something lasting, this will crash your build, definitely. If you're working with old parts, there will be grease left. Sometimes it works a while. If you're going with new parts without any silicone, Teflon, PTFE, whatever, this will definitely be a problem after a few thousand shots. You will lose an amazing amount of air seal and you may lose your gearbox as well. Okay, so gearbox together looked easy now. It is, because there is no mainspring. Okay. I needed new screws for the motor cage, because the originals were fucked. So I'm searching for a while now. And yeah, I came up with some slightly different ones, but it's working. Okay, cable management. Putting cables on there, using original spring, Specnarm spring guide. Go in, bitch! Oh boy, this is a hefty spring. Okay, next up, we are trying out German version. You need to wait. Yeah, okay. I just checked the nozzle. Why did I do this? Because I had a bad feeling. I have a lot of experience on this and I just saw the nozzle moving and thought, maybe. So what did I do just right now? I just tried the motor adjustment. Of course in the video you can't hear it very good, but yeah, I changed the sound a little bit and that's nice. Now I'm programming the hybrid. I made another video for that. Just a little bit of pre-cocking. Yeah, that's it. Just to make it a bit nicer from the trigger response part. Okay, cable management. Poorly. I just gonna remove a little bit of cable later. Now, the original barrel. Cleaned a little bit. And I'm gonna add the Super Shooter Hop chamber and the original Super Shooter Hop rubber, which is in there. Why? Because this one is just nice, it works quite fine. And yeah, why change it? Why change a running system? This thing will hop everything you put in there. And the barrel will give you a good precision and the hop will give you a good hop. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, this is crazy. The barrel got these cuts for the hop clip to be held in place. And god damn it, the rubber is stuck. Okay, so if you put it in there, like it should go in there, the fucking cutouts for the clip are not in place. So this is strange. I guess this is why some types of barrels have double cutouts to make sure every type of hop is fitting, but this one is definitely not fitting correctly. So, yeah, I could make some cutouts myself, or I could just rely on the upper one and cut my little clip. Maybe I just try to assemble it. Could work. Maybe. Gonna try it out. If not, I have to remove a little bit of material from the clip. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with the clip. That's better than just dremeling on a barrel, which is one of the only really good parts left. Okay, so this is, yeah, you may see that there's like a millimeter sticking out. Yeah, I just gonna try to solve this problem with the cutter. I gonna cut myself. I so gonna cut myself. Yeah, the flying parts are not parts of myself. Yeah, looks quite okay, I guess. Other side. I really hate to remove material on a new part, but to remove material I always choose the part which is like less expensive and more easy to get a new one. So I will find another clip if this one's killed. Doesn't destroy anything else. Okay, but yeah, this works quite okay. The barrel is fixed anyway. And yeah, gonna try this out. Should work, I hope. This is now the part where everything can go wrong. So I'm gonna reassemble everything, and yeah, maybe the hop unit will not be aligned with the gearbox shell. Maybe the nozzle will be too short, too long. There are so many maybes at that point that I could possibly need the same time I just used to put it together to find every little flaw that will occur. Well, okay, so yeah, don't forget the manual safety. This just laying on the gearbox shell needs to stay in place, and yeah, now just reassembly, standard work. I was kind of surprised actually that all the new parts, the gearbox shell of course, fit so well. This is quite good. The screw on the motor cage was quite fucked, so I dremeled it a little bit, made a little cross so I can use a Phillips, and yeah, now the grip is sitting quite okay-ish. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. No wobbling. Okay, next up I'm gonna try hop and barrel and try to reassembly the once glued upper receiver, front receiver, or however you call this on an AK. Wish me luck. I just decided to skip reassembly at this point, just very fast. And then I'm gonna add you a little picture of the chrono But I spoiler you, this picture will be after I put another 1 or 2 hours work in this little bitch. So this is my chrono picture. I used 0.28 BBs and I got 1.95 joules, which is nice. Most of the time you have a cap of 2 joules if you're playing in Eastern Germany. Anyway, there is a lot of stuff I had problems with. First of all, the tappet plate. The tappet plate was a terrible problem. The first thing I noticed was, okay, this thing is not feeding. The energy was like 0. Sometimes there was a BB, but yeah. And I just thought, okay, what the fuck? Maybe the hop is not aligned to the gearbox shaft. So I disassembled everything. I just hold the hop up chamber in place, pressed the magazine and tried to move it somehow. And I got no decent shot. So I thought, okay, maybe nozzle too long. I just checked it and I realized, okay, seems to be the nozzle is way too long, which doesn't make any sense, cause if I would have used a shorter one, it wouldn't reach the hop rubber, and then I would lose a buttload of energy. So I just thought, okay, no fucking clue what's wrong here. So I just reopened it to check if there is anything in the way, if the nozzle doesn't go backwards as much as it could, and it did not. But the problem wasn't that there was anything in the way, or the nozzle wasn't moving, or the spring was too strong or too weak or something else. The problem was the deep fire tappet plate, which stated on the tappet plate was for an AK, just fucking wasn't. It was like a few millimeters off if you compare it with an SHS tappet plate. So I dropped in an SHS tappet plate, and this spring, which destroyed the original shell, gave me, hey, 2.5 joules. Just out of the box with 0.28 BBs. Which is massive. So I just decided, okay, I'm gonna go down a little bit. I used an SHS M120 spring, and yeah, I got this 1.95 joules with hop set with okay BBs. So I tried out 0.32s with hop set, and it was like 1.99 joules, which is terrifying on the field. If the cap is 2 joules, this is the killer move. Cause the precision and the range with the combination of this old school JB Unicorn barrel and this also a little bit old school SHS Super Shooter hop chamber and hop rubber made this thing shoot amazing. So now this is a sleeper. It looks like it's been, yeah, I don't know, behind the couch of an Russian guy who's drinking all the time and throwing his AK after his mother. Yeah, but fuck, yeah. If you wanna shoot someone with it, it will fucking perform amazing. So, yeah, I'm very happy with it. Yeah, you may, if you want, comment on how you like this little recap after the video.
Dann siehst du entnommen, dass irgendwas funktioniert hat?
I would be happy to know if you like that, actually. Okay, have a very nice day. Have a very good time.
Ja, manchmal muss man das einfach
Live your life. Be nice to people. Don't shoot them on the head. But if you don't see anything else, well, it's airsoft, it will hurt.
Nun, eigentlich haben wir die ganze Zeit geöffnet. Genau. Also, wenn Sie sich für einen Klassiker interessieren, kommen Sie zu uns. Aber die neueste Generation, die kommt erst in einigen Tagen. Wunderschön und alle elektrisch. Die neueste Technik. Und gerade deswegen auch für Männer interessant.
Was wollten Sie hier bei Gericht?
Nun, Sir, ich war wegen einer Anhörung hier, aber die ist kurzfristig verschoben worden.
Anhörung wegen...
Nichts Dramatisches.